Today I want to share an epiphany that I had. So I've been helping companies for maybe about 10 years now. And sadly, I've come to the conclusion that it's quite possible that Agile and software delivery with Scrum, maybe it's outdated. Agile was created almost 19, 20 years ago. Scrum earlier than that. And as I've been helping lots of different companies, I have started questioning myself and questioning the movement, and I've started wondering, with all the developments that we've had since Agile and Scrum were created, is it possible the needs of industries have changed so radically that these two ideas, which might have once been valuable, are not valuable anymore? I want to talk about some signs that you can use to decide, is your culture, is your company, and is your management too modern for an Agile LMS with Scrum? Now, if you don't know what an LMS is, an Agile LMS, that's okay. Fear not. All shall be revealed in good time. We don't have enough TLAs in our world, so I am doing my part by contributing yet another TLA. But before we get into that, let's start with the beginning. My life coach Joy Perkins taught me that the quality of life is determined by the quality of questions we ask. Usually when we are engaged by any firm in a pre-sales conversation, before we jump into Agile training, Agile coaching, Agile tools, the first thing that we do is we ask questions. Where are you now? Where do you want to be? What's getting in the way? And we use the answers to those questions to get a better sense of the business problem and the business outcomes our client is trying to address. And then we make recommendations on whether we can or we cannot help and how we might work together. So I start with the chief marketing officer. Ravi, the problem is IT sucks. So Ravi, please go and fix them. All right. I go talk to the project program management office. They say, Ravi, business and IT delivery both suck. Software development says project program management sucks, business sucks, QA testing sucks. All right, let's go to QA. QA says business sucks, project management sucks, development sucks. Go talk to DEVOPS, operations. Operations is frustrated with the delivery organization. All these answers are actual real world answers that I have heard from my clients. So I talked to all of these people, and the one common theme is they and their team is awesome and everybody else sucks. So we asked them, what do you want us to do? How can we help? And the answer is, Ravi, give us an Agile LMS with Scrum. What is LMS? Loser management system. So they want Agile and Scrum to be like this hammer of Thor. We are going to use Agile and Scrum and Jira, and we are going to expose these other losers in other departments, and we are going to weaponize Agile and Scrum and bring this hammer down on them. And either these losers and morons are going to fix their behavior, or we will show the evidence for everyone, and then we will kick them out of the company. That's what Agile has become for these companies. It's become an Agile loser management system with Scrum. The first value in the Agile manifesto is we value individuals and interactions over processes and tools. So we start having executive coaching sessions, and we start teaching the executives, can you have one-on-one conversations with each other and raise your concerns in a courageous and a compassionate way, and then come to some kind of an agreement and be role models for your team on how to work through these issues together, individuals and interactions over processes and tools. Can you model the Scrum values, courage, have the courage to work on the right issues? If the right challenge right now is that leaders are misaligned, the individual contributors have no chance of success because the leaders are fighting with each other, right? So have the courage to have those conversations. Focus on what's most important for the company. Be open and transparent with each other. Commit to the company goals, right? And respect each other. Don't treat each other as losers and morons. Respect each other as courageous professionals who are coming into work trying to do the best they can for the company under some very challenging circumstances. So here's what we typically hear from executives. I don't have time for that BS. Okay, I'm doing real work. I don't have time to talk. That cascades down to the managers, and from the managers down to the Scrum team members. So now what's happening is that Scrum team members are now using Scrum events, activities, artifacts, and roles and the Scrum guide as weapons. So they're weaponizing Agile and Scrum as a loser management system. Guess what? Scrum is not going to work if you don't follow the Scrum values. Agile is not going to work if you don't follow the Agile values. So what are the signs that your culture, your management might be too modern for Agile? Number one, you don't value individuals and interactions. You weaponize processes and tools as a way to manage some individuals who you think are losers and morons. Okay, so you want to use Agile as a loser management system. Sign number two, you don't value working software as much as comprehensive documentation, because comprehensive documentation is the way that you can now solidify your position and use it as a weapon, so that when those other losers don't do what they were supposed to do, now you can take out this big stack of documentation and beat it on their head as a weapon, and you can fix those morons and losers. Sign number three, you don't value customer collaboration. You value contract negotiation, because the contract is the weapon to manage those damn losers and morons. Okay, and finally, you value sticking to the plan, because if you allow those losers and morons to change, they are going to escape the trap that you have laid. The plan is one of the best ways to manage those losers and morons. These are just 4 signs that might indicate that your culture is too modern for an Agile loser management system with Scrum. There are plenty more. Maybe I will share some more in the next video. But if you are feeling despair, what do I do now? I spent all this time and money. I thought Agile and Scrum were going to save me and fix those damn losers. But now, alas, it's not. I'm too modern. I'm too sophisticated. What shall I do? Well, fear not. I have some ideas. Lots of cutting-edge buzzwords for you to use. You can use Bitcoin. You can use blockchain, cryptocurrency, artificial intelligence, DEVOPS, SecOps, DevSecOps, BizDevSecOps. Remember, if you are unable or unwilling to have individuals have meaningful, courageous, compassionate interactions with each other, chances are you're too modern for Agile. Do not waste time and money going down that path. Chase some other buzzword instead. Right? I hope you found this useful. Thank you. Keep calm and Scrum on.